Okay, first grade, I want you to close your eyes real quick and keep them closed. Don't open them. I want you to think right now. Don't peek. What color is your mom's shirt that she's wearing right now? Can you tell me the color of it without peeking? Okay, keep that color in your mind. You can even say it out loud if you want, but don't peek. Okay, the next question is, what is what is to your right? Like something on this side of you without peeking. What is something on the right side of you? Don't peek there. Do you know? All right. So let's see if you were right. Miss Meldrum, what color is my shirt?
White?
Did she observe carefully? Black and white. You had white,
Oh,
right? All right, Miss Meldrum, what is something that's to your right? Don't touch.
my phone.
She was right. Okay.
Yay!
Did you get it right? Correct. Did you remember what your mom was wearing? That is something that is just being observed. Remember yesterday when I changed my clothes real quick and I came back with something different on it and to see if you observed what was different about me? Well, being observant is something good in life, but you know what's really good is to be observant and to observe God's word because God's word is the pattern and it's like the rule book on how we should live. So we want to observe God's word. And what does it mean to observe God's word?
God's word, it means that you are carefully reading it as best as you can and meditating on it and thinking about it, not just right then when you're reading it, but thinking about it all throughout the whole day as you keep um, living and going on throughout each part of your day.
So the important part is to read it and then think about what does God mean when he says this and then living it out. So we know there's a verse in the Bible and it's called Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. A friend loves at all times. God says that. So let's look at this PowerPoint
hmm
and see how we can observe that verse living our life.
Okay, so this is the boy. He's reading that verse. A friend loves at all times. He's reading his Bible. He's meditating on it. Now he's just walking in the hallway, thinking about that verse. He's thinking about what he read and trying to make sure that he can live it out, right? And then he's talking to his friends right here, and he sees that this poor girl dropped all her books. And look, he looks really surprised and worried. So what do you think he does? Let's see. He goes and helps her. And he says all times, because in the Bible, in the verse that he read, it says a friend loves at all times. So he wanted to be a friend in the middle of school and help her pick up her books.
And look what she said. He is a real friend. So now he modeled what Christ wanted him to be by when it was he'd rather talk to his friends. Remember, he was talking and hanging out. Instead, he helped somebody else. So he encouraged her and he acted like Jesus.
So remember, whenever you read a verse or read the Bible, think about what you're reading and don't just think about it and forget it. Think about it and live it out in the rest of your day.
That's right. So yesterday we talked about in Joshua, God says, remember, meditate on it day and night. He said, remember my words, meditate on it day and night so that you can live the life that he called you to live. And so that's what we're going to do this week. When we read the Bible, and that's such an important habit to get into is reading God's word. When we read it, think about it throughout the day and then live it. Do what God tells you to do.
All right, first grade. Um, we will see you. No, tomorrow you have chapel, but then we'll see you back on Thursday.